Assalamu alaikum everybody. Okay, I have 3 verses from the Qur'an which seem to deal with music, at least include music. And just so everyone knows, first I'm going to read the verse and then I'm going to go to the tafsir so we know how the verse includes music. And for anyone who doesn't know, a tafsir is an explanation of the Qur'an based on statements from the early scholars of Islam and the Sahaba. First, we've got Surah An-Najm, which is 53, 59 through 62. Do you then wonder at this recital, the Qur'an, and you laugh at it and weep not, wasting your precious lifetime in pastime and amusements, singing, etc. So fall you down in prostration to Allah and worship Him alone. The word here that seems to include singing is samidun. Sufyan al-Thawri reported that his father narrated that Ibn Abbas said about samidun, singing. In the Yemenite dialect, ismid for us means sing for us, and Ikrimah said something similar. And in another narration from Ibn Abbas, he said that samidun means turning away. Similar was reported from Mujahid and Ikrimah. So now while it's clear that this verse doesn't prohibit musical instruments, one thing to notice is just go back to my other video about the Quran and music and just ponder over this verse. Now wonder are you wasting your precious lifetime? This is time that you will not get back again. Are you wasting it always just listening to music, buying CDs? Or are you spending your precious lifetime pondering over the Quran, weeping over its passages? That is what really needs to be thought of when you read this verse. Okay, the second verse can be found in Surah Al-Isra 17:64. Anistafiz literally means befool them gradually, those whom you can among them with your voice, i.e. songs, music, and any other call for Allah's disobedience. Make assaults on them with your cavalry and your infantry. Mutually share with them wealth and children, by tempting them to earn money by illegal ways, usury, etc., or by committing illegal sexual intercourse, etc., and make promises to them. But Satan promises them nothing but deceit. And about Satan's voice was said by Mujahid with idle talk and singing, meaning influence them with that. Ibn Abbas said it was every caller who calls people to disobey Allah. Al-Hasan al-Basri said his voice is a tambourine. Ibn Qayyim said the grammatical structure here, idafa, genitive or possessive, is used to make the meaning specific, idafat al-taqsis. And in all these words in the ayah, it refers back to shaitan. Everyone who speaks about anything other than obedience to Allah, or plays a reed pipe, flute, tambourine, or drum, all of this is the voice of shaitan. So now again, do you want to get enraptured in a bunch of musical instruments and possibly get into, these calls for Allah's disobedience? Or do you want to get enraptured in listening to the Quran and know that you are obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And the final verse can be found in Surah Luqman 31:6. And of mankind is he who purchases idle talks, i.e. music, singing, etc., to mislead men from the path of Allah without knowledge, and takes it, the path of Allah, the verses of the Quran, by way of mockery. For such there will be a humiliating torment in the hellfire. And now the word to think of here is lahu al-hadith. Al-Hasan al-Basri said this ayah was revealed concerning singing and musical instruments. Ibn Mas'ud said, by Allah, besides whom there is no other God, this means singing. And he repeated this 3 times. Ibn Abbas said, this means singing. Mujahid said, this means playing the drum. Al-Sa'di said, this includes all manner of haram speech, all idle talk and falsehood, and all nonsense that encourages kufr and disobedience. And the words of those who say things to refute the truth and argue in support of falsehood to defeat the truth, and backbiting, slander, lies, insults, and curses, the singing and musical instruments of the shaitan, and musical instruments which there are of no spiritual or worldly benefit. And Ibn Qayyim said the interpretation of the Sahaba and the Tabi'in, the ayat talk refers to singing, is sufficient. So now again, these verses might not, make you think that music is haram, but really think about it. Do you want to spend your time just idly listening to singing and stuff that you could possibly be misled from the path of Allah? Or do you want to listen to the Qur'an and know that you're on the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So those are my verses from the Quran. And now in my next videos I'm going to get onto the hadiths, which are more specific in showing what exactly is haram that we know is haram. And I'll also be refuting other claims people make to say that music is totally halal. So keep on watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. God's blessings and peace be upon everyone. Bye.